He balanced on one leg like a crane and began to hop in place. "Why are you hopping?" "Because I can," Liam said carelessly. "Have you seen my shorts?" "Did you look in the dryer?" Liam snapped his fingers. "The dryer," he repeated, drawing out the word and then hopping out of the room. I smiled, watching him go. "Breakfast will be ready in 5 minutes. And don't forget your belt," I called after him. Despite going to the same school with the same dress code for 7 years, Liam still forgot to put on a belt at least every other day. "I know," he yelled back. I turned the burner off under the eggs, pulled out a loaf of whole wheat bread from the pantry, and started on the toast. I noticed that the pears in the wire fruit bowl were starting to look bruised. I picked one up, and the flesh gave way, my fingers sinking into the rotten fruit. I shuddered and tossed it in the garbage. "Mom?" This time it was my daughter calling for me. Bridget, at 11, was more organized than her older brother would ever be. She was already dressed in her school uniform, the same blue polo with the crest embroidered on the left chest, tucked neatly into a knee-length khaki skirt. Her long strawberry blonde hair, just a shade lighter than mine, was tied back in a low ponytail, and she was holding a piece of white poster board with pictures and snippets of text neatly glued to it. It was her state capitol report, which she had diligently worked on for the past 2 evenings. "How are you going to bring that into school?" I asked, as I turned to the sink to wash my hands. "I don't think it will fit in your backpack." "It won't," Bridget confirmed. "But it's going to get all bent if I carry it in like this." "Maybe we can roll it up and put a rubber band around it," I suggested. "Go see if Dad has one in the office." "Okay." Bridget trooped off toward our home office. Todd habitually checked his email on the desktop computer there, every morning as he drank his coffee. "Liam, did you find your shorts?" I called out. "Oh, right. I forgot to look," he responded. There was another flurry of heavy footsteps, the metallic thwack of the dryer door being opened and slammed closed. "Got 'em," Bridget returned, this time with Todd trailing her. My husband was a tall, broad-shouldered man with milk-pale skin and dark eyes. Todd's dark hair was still thick, but it was becoming increasingly streaked with gray. I'd also noticed that lately he'd started wearing his tortoiseshell reading glasses more frequently. "I don't have any rubber bands," Todd said. "Oh no! What are we going to do?" Bridget asked fretfully, her voice thin and sharp. Yes, my daughter was far more organized than my son, but her moods shifted so much faster. Joy one moment, tears the next. I worried constantly that the stormy emotional seas she traversed each day would one day capsize her. "Don't worry," I soothed her. "Can't you use a hair elastic?" Bridget brightened at this suggestion. "Oh yeah, I didn't think of that," she said, and scuttled off to the bathroom the children shared to find one of the 4 million hair elastics that lived in the flotsam and jetsam of the drawers there. Todd smiled at me. "Good save," he said, crinkles appearing at the corners of his eyes. He rested a hand on my shoulder. "I have my moments," I said, turning back to the sink so that his hand fell away. Todd had been trying lately. I had to give him credit for that, even if I wasn't particularly charmed by his efforts. I wondered fleetingly if our marriage would ever return to the warm, secure place it had once been. But then, before I could become too maudlin, remembering past happiness and the unlikeliness of its return, the doorbell rang. I looked up, wondering who it was. No one ever rang the doorbell before 9.